Hello everyone and welcome to a new video dedicated to our beloved Snoopy and the world of Peanuts. Today we will analyze a strip published on November 1st, 1950, a seemingly simple strip that holds some interesting insights into the character of the characters and Charles Schulz's narrative style. Today's strip unfolds through 4 vignettes that give us a conversation between Patty and Shermie, with Charlie Brown listening quietly beside them. The scene revolves around a series of confrontational questions, culminating in a wry and surprising conclusion. As always, Schulz manages to create a funny and thoughtful moment with little dialogue and essential lines. But let's go through each vignette in detail. In this first vignette, we see Patty posing a direct question to Shermie. "Are you stronger than Charlie Brown?" Shermie responds confidently, "Sure." The tone of the scene is immediately set, an implicit confrontation with Charlie Brown, who stands silently in the background, already looking sad and perhaps a bit resigned. Here we can see one of Schulz's defining characteristics, the use of simplicity to build a dynamic that represents a common element in childhood relationships, the confrontation. In the second vignette, Patty does not stop and continues with another question. "Are you older than Charlie Brown?" Shermie, ever confident, replies, "Of course." This line, like the previous one, plays on the idea that Shermie considers himself superior to Charlie Brown in many ways, and Schulz shows us this with a serene, almost proud expression. Patty, on the other hand, almost seems to challenge Shermie with her questions, pushing him toward reflection. This is a detail that makes us understand how Schulz does not portray children as simply innocent, but as complex beings, capable of confrontation and provocation. In the third vignette, Patty doesn't stop there and asks the most important question, "Are you smarter than Charlie Brown?" Shermie's answer is intriguing. "I should hope so." Here we can read a touch of insecurity, a slight deviation from her initial confidence. Interestingly, Patty seems to orchestrate all this dialogue almost as if she is trying to lead Shermie to a specific point, which brings us directly to the final vignette. And here we come to the final line, which completely reverses the tone of the previous vignettes. Patty, with an innocent air, concludes, "Then why don't I like you more than Charlie Brown?" This conclusion is brilliant in its simplicity. After all the comparisons Shermie has won, we return to what really matters. Likeability, the way of being, elements that cannot be measured. Charlie Brown, though silent throughout the strip, emerges as the moral winner because of his ability to be liked despite his insecurities. This moment perfectly reflects Schulz's humor philosophy, to bring out the humanity of the characters with a mix of irony and sweetness. This strip shows us one of the pivotal elements of the Peanuts, children as a metaphor for human complexities. Shermie represents self-confidence and a certain superiority, while Charlie Brown symbolizes humility and vulnerability. Patty, on the other hand, is the figure who questions everything, showing that human relationships are not based only on objective criteria. Shermie, who plays a fairly prominent role in these early strips, will gradually be sidelined in later strips. Charles Schulz himself stated that Shermie was not distinctive enough as a character, which is why his role diminished with time. This makes Shermie's early appearances even more valuable. The punchline touches on a universal theme. To be likable and liked does not depend on measurable qualities such as strength or intelligence, but on something deeper. This is one of the best lessons Peanuts teaches us. Notice Schulz's artistry and expressions. Charlie Brown with his resigned, sad look, Shermie with her confident demeanor, and Patty with her calculated innocence. Each expression helps tell the story without the need for further words. Schulz shows that complex scenarios are not needed to create memorable stories. A seemingly mundane conversation becomes food for thought, thanks to his ability to synthesize emotions and human dynamics. This November 1st, 1950 strip is a perfect example of Charles Schulz's genius. With few strokes and essential dialogue, he was able to capture the dynamics of human relationships, making us laugh and reflect. What is your favorite vignette from this strip? Write it in the comments.
If you enjoyed yourself, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the little bell to stay updated, and see you next, friends.